Hello everyone, welcome to the Bridge Artist in Residence information session. This recording is being made available online to assist in the application process. My name is Jesse Jimenez, my pronouns are they, them, and I am the Public Art Project Manager that will be overseeing this year's residency program. I'd like to start this session by reminding everyone that the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture commits to an anti-racist work practice that centers the creativity and leadership of people of color, those most impacted by structural racism, to move towards systems that benefit us all. We'd also like to acknowledge that we occupy the traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, whose ancestors resided here since time immemorial. This acknowledgement does not take the place of authentic relationships with Indigenous communities who are very much still here, but it is a first step towards resisting their erasure. Here's an overview of the topics and questions this recording will cover. I'll provide a brief history and overview of the program. We will move into this year's program theme and goals, continuing with an overview of the submittable platform, general tips, and closing with contact for additional questions. Seattle Department of Transportation's Artist in Residency program is a 15-year initiative that offers a creative workspace within two historic bridge structures. The residency was adapted from a recommendation made by Lead Pencil Studio in 2005 in the SDOT art plan. The studio took a deep dive into SDOT sites and projects. Through this process, the studio identified two bridge locations that could potentially host an artist in residence. Two locations were identified through Lead Pencil Studios' efforts: the Fremont Bridge and the University Bridge. The Fremont Bridge was constructed in 1917 and is one of the busiest vestibule bridges in the world, rising for marine traffic an average of 35 times per day. Artists are hosted in the Northwest Tower. The space features windows with views of the ship canal, overhead lighting, and basic office furnishings. The University Bridge was constructed in 1919 and is a double-leaf drawbridge listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. The bridge was remodeled in 1933 and is dedicated to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Artists are hosted in the Southeast Tower, and it offers similar amenities to the Fremont Bridge, except with views of Portage Bay and the Ship Canal Bridge. Residency participants will work in furnished bridge tower studios surrounded by breathtaking views. With access to bridge-related data, historical archives, and ongoing support from our team, artists will have everything they need to create compelling art that inspires and connects. Bridge Artist in Residency program aims to engage artists and the public in a shared exploration of our city's infrastructure. The program is designed to inspire the development of new projects, and artists are encouraged to explore and reflect on themes such as the bridge's engineering marvels, SDOT data, cultural and historical significance, or the bridge's metaphorical role in connecting communities. Coordinated by the Office of Arts and Culture and funded by the SDOT 1% for Art Fund, this innovative program is a unique opportunity for two local artists to bring these landmarks to life while reflecting on the bridge's cultural, historical, and environmental significance. The AiR program has played host to various mediums, most recently the 2024 focus on digital data visualization, but mediums have included graphic novels, music, lighting, and poetry. As mentioned, SDOT is its sponsoring department, providing a program budget of approximately $20,000. Each selected artist will be issued a $10,000 stipend. The stipend is all-inclusive of all residency costs, project, presentation, documentation of work, and applicable taxes. Payments will be made to artists in installments based on benchmarks established by arts in consultation with the artists. This call is open to animation artists living in Kings, Snohomish, Pierce, or Kitsap County who can travel to Seattle 8 to 15 hours per week. This opportunity is for individual artists, and artist teams are not eligible to apply. Students under the age of 18 are also ineligible to apply. The residency includes access to the tower. Artists will be given a key following a safety training session. Artists cannot live in the tower, and anyone who has not completed the safety training cannot go in the tower. Artists may use the space as a studio, a platform for observing the bridge and its surroundings, or as a home base from which to collect data or engage with the community only. Early in the residency, the artists will be asked to meet and discuss their approach to the residency with staff from Arts and SDOT. In consultation with staff, the artist will set studio hours anywhere from 8 to 15 hours per week for 2 to 3 months and propose a residency project. The work developed and created through this residency will culminate in a public presentation through placement in an exhibition at King Street Station Gallery. This exhibition is scheduled for February 2026. Work may also be exhibited on art's social media platforms and/or SDOT web pages. Copyright of the material created during the residency remains with the artist, provided the city is granted a non-exclusive copyright license for non-commercial uses. Why animation? Animation is a perfect fit for this year's residency. Its unparalleled flexibility allows artists to tell complex stories, reimagine the bridge's iconic features, and engage the public in entirely new ways. Whether it's animating the archival materials or exploring surreal interpretations of the bridge's movements, animation bridges the gap between reality and imagination, much like the bridges themselves. Through animation, artists can weave narratives that celebrate the history, engineering, and community significance of Seattle's historic bridges, while reimagining their iconic qualities in ways that transcend the limitations of physical reality. The medium's capacity to bring fantastical concepts to life makes it uniquely suited in capturing the imagination and inspiring new ways of seeing these landmarks. The medium offers many different points of engagement through its roots in storytelling, which makes it a powerful tool to share information, exploration and experimental visuals, which can blend realism with abstraction, ability to defy physical constraints, inspiration for future innovation and appreciation, the highly accessible nature of the medium. This residency welcomes a wide range of animation techniques, including but not limited to traditional animation, stop motion, digital animation, GIFs, anime, 3D animation, cutout animation, flipbooks, and rotoscoping. Major timeline milestones for this program are as follows. The application is currently open and it will close on April 15th. Once the application has closed, we will convene a panel of staff, animation artists, and past AiR residents to review candidates. Up to 4 semi-finalists may be selected and invited back to interview with the review panel. 2 artists will be selected to be recommended to the Public Art Advisory Committee in late June. Following all approvals, we will begin our contracting process and determining the residency schedule in July. We hope to have artists begin their residency by August, following safety training with SDOT staff, with residency periods running through December. In terms of application requirements, we have a few things that artists can choose to submit in either written or audio format. Video format will only be accepted through the portfolio portion of this application. Number 1, a biographical statement. This can be a 500-word submission or a 3-minute audio upload. The artist's biography replaces the need for a resume. We are asking artists to provide a brief description of their background and artistic journey. Number 2, a statement of interest. This can be a 250-word submission or a 3-minute audio upload. This statement should describe your interest in this particular residency, addressing how you are uniquely qualified for this project, as well as information about the kind of animation that you create and how this residency aligns with your practice. Number 3, a general residency proposal. This can be a 500-word submission or a 3-minute audio upload, outlining your initial concept for the residency, including themes or aspects of the bridge that you would like to explore. The proposal does not need to be fully developed, but should convey an idea of your artistic direction for this project. Number 4, work samples. This is where you can upload video examples. Not to exceed 10 uploads, artists can upload stills, 2D work, and short examples of animation work if available. Videos should be limited to 2-minute trailers or vignettes of your work. Number 5, indicate the residency location. Let us know what site you are interested in and why. Artists will be selected based on the following criteria. Number 1, artistic alignment. This is crucial as the artwork must serve the project's purpose and resonate with the community, also aligning with the department goals. Number 2, community engagement. Public art thrives on community input. Demonstrated ability and/or ability to integrate community feedback is meaningful and vital to this work. Number 3, quality of past work. Evaluation of your technical skill, aesthetic appeal, and overall quality of previous creations, concepts, and/or designs. Number 4, creativity and innovation. Ability to utilize unique approaches, push boundaries, and think outside the box. Number 5, project management. Ability to meet deadlines, budget constraints, and communication requirements ensure successful project completion. I would like to remind you that ARTS is committed to fostering an inclusive and equitable art ecosystem that reflects the diversity of our community. We encourage applications from artists of all backgrounds, including Black, Indigenous, people of color, LGBTQIA+ individuals, women, individuals with disabilities, and those from other historically underrepresented communities. Now we're going to take a look at the submittable application. This application can be accessed through the link shown here, which takes you to the ARTS current calls and funding webpage. This is where we post all open calls and other artist opportunities. Artists can click the image or the link embedded in the text to be taken to the application. Once you click the link, you will be taken to an application along these lines. You will be asked to identify what format you will be submitting your application materials. Once you click either written or audio format, the application will change to accommodate the selected format. The application will allow you to either type in your responses or upload audio files. Follow the prompts to complete all required sections of the application. This is what the work sample section of the application will look like. Clicking on the Choose File button will allow you to upload files from your device. You can also choose to drag and drop files into this section. We ask for up to 10 examples showcasing your work and talent. Acceptable file types include GIF, JPEG, PNG, TIFF, and MP4 files. We also ask that you include descriptions of your work samples. This description should correlate to your file names, but should also include artwork titles, year made, and description of how it relates to your proposal, if applicable. Some application tips. Number 1, please complete your application at least 24 hours before the deadline. Number 2, if you are submitting written responses, it's a great idea to write your responses in a Google or Word doc to track word count, then cut and paste into the application. This can also save you heartache if there are any connection issues and the application closes unexpectedly. Number 3, have someone you trust review your responses either for grammar or audio quality. Number 4, have someone you trust review your work samples and descriptions to make sure they meet format requirements and provide clear information. Number 5, the review process is fast. Panelists may not be able to spend a lot of time on your application, so it is important to be as clear and concise as possible. And lastly, our opportunities are very competitive. We encourage you to continue to apply to this or other artist opportunities. If your question was not covered in this presentation, please feel free to contact me directly at jesse.jimenez@seattle.gov. I'm happy to schedule a meeting with artists if needed. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to reviewing your work.